So last week, one of my customers was asking me about cold press coffee. And I told him that there's this gadget on the market. It's actually been around for decades. I've had this one about 40 years. This is called a cold water toddy. This is a drum with a hole in the bottom, and it has a little rubber plug. You take the rubber plug, stick it in there. There's a felt pad. It's a great big thick felt pad. I keep this one in the freezer. The pad places inside the drum, press fit. There's a little tab on it so that you can pull it back out. You then take 1 pound of ground coffee. The manufacturer recommends a drip grind. I do not. The finer the grind, the more surface material each particle has. I go slightly coarser than an espresso grind. I'm using, this is the coffee that I use in the business. It's Stumptown Hairbender. You just take the coffee, dump it in the drum, and this thing here is just a leveler. It keeps the distribution of the water over the coffee, keeps it from bunching up in certain areas. Place it on top. This piece here has a pinhole in the bottom, just a tiny little hole. Place it there. Take 1 quart of plain cold water. And that water will slowly drip through that pinhole. Let it drip overnight. When that's all, when that coffee has absorbed all that cold water, you then take this part off, pull the plug, place this part on top of the decanter that comes with it, and it will drip through, and you'll have a nice thick, you'll have about a quart of cold pressed coffee. And when you want to make a cup of coffee, some people use this as a measure. I don't. You pour in about 1.5 to 2 ounces of the concentrate into a cup of coffee, into a coffee cup, add boiling water, and you get a great cup of coffee. The best way to assess the cold water coffee, the cold water toddy, it has low body but fabulous flavor. The body is a little off. The acidity is light. It has almost no aftertaste, but the flavor is all there. Anyway, these things are cheap. I remember buying this one. This was about 18 bucks way back in the day. I went online a few minutes ago, and they still have them, same exact brand, anywhere from 35 to 40 bucks on Amazon. Just look up cold water toddy. So I get to have cold water toddy first thing in the morning. And no, I'm not going to add any of that Dole Winnie.